Hello and welcome to the Cloister. This is the penultimate part in our series on the Rule of Saint Benedict, led by the monks of Glenstal Abbey. In today's episode, Brother Timothy examines what the rule has to say about care for the brethren, nourishing the young, and caring for the aged, so that all may live, pray, work and die together within the community's embrace. Don't worry though, we have plenty more episodes lined up to continue to take us through the year. May this episode be a blessing to you as you listen.
Turning now to chapter 37 of the Rule of our Holy Father Benedict, where he is considering the situation of old men and children in a monastery. I think we should rephrase that to considering youth and age in a community. There is a natural sympathy and authority of the rule in relation to both the aged and youth. Youth in St. Benedict's day meant precisely that, very young people. In our age, we do not accept very young people as members of our community. So the term children nowadays can equate to, first of all, young monks age-wise, or young monks and nuns age-wise, and also young monks profession-wise. In the Rule of Benedict, there is an inclination of human nature to feel and show compassion to older and younger brethren, but this is not so universally demonstrated outside the monastic community in our own age. Usefulness is a term noticeably absent in the Rule of Benedict. No one should ever have to feel a sense of having outlived one's usefulness. There is a greater tendency in modern society to place the elderly in more professional care, especially when costs are assumed generously and correctly by the state. In my experience, it is the very rare nursing or care facility that makes any significant attempt to engage with and stimulate their residents at any meaningful and loving level. Most care homes in Ireland are either belonging to a group in the control of a company that has shareholders and therefore expect financial return on their investments, or they are state-owned and as such are usually devoid of any personality and managed like any other business. Ideally, monasteries should empower themselves to house and compassionately look after their elderly. Of course, with assistance of professional care as and when needs arise. To live, pray, work, age, and die within the embrace of one's community should be the common objective. A simple concept of duty of care is basic. To care because it is Christ-like is on an altogether different level. Again, a discerning capacity to adjust the infrastructure of an aging monk, such as strenuously recommended by Benedict himself, should be cultivated in any Christocentric community of nuns and monks. Let us now turn to youth. Let's define youth in monastic communities as being those who are young in their membership of the monastic family. Like all youth, they require selective nourishment so they can grow in strength. The care of the monastic youth is the prime responsibility of the novice master, novice mistress, junior master, junior mistress, and so on. Added to that list, there is the joint care of the community as a whole. This is normally confined to a discussion, perhaps 3, maybe 4 times a year. Perhaps there ought to be a third level of care placed between that of the novice master or the junior master and that of the community as a whole. As the youth in a monastic setting can be aged between 25 and 40, the needs and duty of care are far more complex than those for which Saint Benedict was prescribing. Perhaps an index of contemporary writings on this very issue might be assembled and made available to monastic communities. The whole demographic of young monastics has changed and urgently needs new models of care and compassionate understanding than hithertofore. Finally, there is the complex issue of professional training for those who are young in monastic membership terms, if not in age. Decision-making in this area, once the more or less exclusive preserve of the superior and his appointed junior masters, should be broadened to be as inclusive as possible, even to the point of consulting outside the community, even at a congregational level. It is critical that the aged youth of today's monastic environment be afforded the best professional advice available, as well as the well-intentioned fraternal embrace.
Thank you for listening to The Cloister. New episodes are released fortnightly, and we hope that you will join us again soon. God bless.